Hey guys, this is Rabbitearsblog. I'm so sorry that I'm late to this. Having trouble with my live casts and um I've been trying to figure out ways how to get to my live show because I'm still having trouble trying to figure out how to do live shows on YouTube. So if you're wondering why I didn't have my live show on time. This is why, because I was still trying to figure out how to used to doing this live show. And told people, hey, I have a live show coming on. But yeah, if you're wondering why I started this kind of late, that's why, because I'm still pretty much used to this whole live show thing. So there'll be times where I kind of start this thing and I might have gave him the wrong. Sorry if I started the show really late, but usually it goes at 8 o'clock. Every for now, I might move it to every Friday. Depending on what's going on with the TV schedule. Yeah. So welcome to this month's Q&A show for this is Rabbitearsblog. Again, I'm 30 minutes late, but again, I was having technical problems. But usually my live shows are about an hour and 30 minutes long. So you could feel free to ask me any kind of questions that deal with comic books, deal with movies or TV shows or whatever. And the live shows are usually about an hour 30 minutes. Now it could be less than that depending on how many people do come on the live show. But yeah, that's pretty much live shows are run um Rabbitearsblog. And also I have some updates for this channel. Currently I'm doing a TV episode roundup series where I review for the week, and I go from worst pick of the week to best pick of the week, and those will be posted up every Mondays, and every Sunday I would have new videos posted up. So check in every Sunday for new videos for this channel. And also my other channel, Animation Bliss, I have I also have another update for every Monday. I have the top series where I list certain cartoon shows I've watched, shows that would suggest any suggestions for any new cartoon shows. Please feel free to comment below, and I'll see if I can get around videos on time. So let's get started with this Q&A session. Really excited for this. Let's see who's joined the still looking for some questions. I started this at last notice because again I was having problems with the live sheet if coming in to watch the show, and ask any kind of questions you want. It could be shows or what have you, as long as they deal with comic books and TV shows in general. So let me just ask me any kind of questions that deal with and anything you want. So let's see who ask me any kind of question. Don't no, but that's okay. Baxter asked for 17. My favorite movie of 2017 so far is Wonder Woman. I've really enjoyed Wonder Woman because I think it's a great film about female superheroes, and I think they did a really good job with Wonder Woman's character in this movie. And I also like all the action sequences, and I like how they portray Diana's character in this movie. So far, Wonder Woman is my favorite movie of 2017. I haven't seen Thor Ragnarok or the Guardians of the Galaxy movie yet, but I would like to see those movies. And I also like to see Justice League, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing those movies. But so far, my favorite movie of 2017 so far is Wonder Woman. So see if there's any more questions coming, guys. Just gotta do some things here real quick. But me. All right. And I want to apologize to about starting this so late. Like I was having computer problems, so that's why this came out kind of late for that to happen. But all right. So Placey said you should get a webcam for live streaming. I use a Canon and I use a green screen. I don't do live because I can't think of things to say on the spot. Oh yeah. Sometimes I do have problems with that too. Like sometimes things just come to me when I do live shows. Like sometimes it's hard to do because it's like you can't really think of what to say on a live show, but other times it's like you just kind of go along with it and you just try to answer the questions the best way. Yeah, I'll try to use a webcam for the live show. I think the problem with me is how the schedule. I always have problems trying to schedule these things. Like I never started on time. Like I always try to start these live shows at 8 o'clock because I'm still new to them. Sometimes they come in late. Hopefully by the 4th due for next month, I get a little better. Yeah, start these live shows. It could be really hard to try to get them to start on time. So yeah, I do have problems trying to think on the spot too. But sometimes I just kind of roll with it, especially if it's a question I'm well familiar with. See if there's any more questions. So guys, if you got any more questions, please feel free to get a drink real quick until I see some questions come up. All right. So, I have some questions for you guys. Have you ever done live shows before? And if you have, did y'all had problems with doing live shows the first time around or the first few times around? And how did you use to the setup of live shows in general? Like whenever you plan for live shows, like how do you get those encoders to start up? Like sometimes when I try to do those encoders and they said, oh, you just start up your encoder, sometimes it doesn't start the live show right away. So I have problems with those sometimes. But yeah, problems I do have. But again, keep on asking questions, guys, and I will answer these questions. So questions coming. And again, these live shows usually last for about an hour, 30 minutes. But yeah, I try to do these live shows like at least an hour, 30 minutes. If it's less than that, that's fine. Like sometimes Saturday nights is like the busiest time of the week. So a lot of people might not be able to come on a live show on Saturday nights, but that's okay. Like as long as um me questions that you wanted to ask me. But let me know in the comments below. What are some questions you want to ask me? Buster Baxter says, I haven't done live shows ever. Like I would say this is my 4th live show I did. Trying to get used to all the controls and stuff like that. So sometimes it's real difficult to do live shows for me because again it's the whole technology of it, like trying to get used to trying to start these shows on time and try to get used to these encoders. Sometimes they can be real hard to do, so practice with that a bit more in the near future just so I can start getting these shows on time. But yeah, I try the month thing every now and then because I used to like wait several years before I did live shows. So it's been a while since I did a monthly live show. So back up this month again. So keep those questions coming, guys. More questions, please feel free to ask away. And let me see, I gotta do some things real quick on Twitter to see if everybody go. But yeah, I try to let everybody know I'm gonna have a live show. So that way to let them know 2 weeks ahead that I'm having a live show. But I just gotta get used to the technology. Those questions coming, guys. I'm always free to answer any kind of questions out there. So if you got any questions about comic books, about movies or TV shows or whatever, the way, and I ask them the best way I can. So let's see, just few things settle. Buster Baxter says, favorite TV show of 2017. So far, my favorite TV series of 2017 so far has been The Loud House and Steven Universe, and mostly a lot of cartoons. But I also been loving The Gifted so far and The Orville. Those are two shows that I've really been enjoying so far. I like The Gifted because I'm a huge X-Men fan, and like. So I like the fact that we have a TV series Men at last. So I think the show is off to a pretty good start. Like it has it really develops the characters very well, and it really puts the characters in really intense situations, and that's what I liked about The Gifted. I'm just hoping we get more to, well, okay, we have the family part with the Strucker family, and I like how they portrayed the Strucker family in the show. But yeah, I would like to see the family part with the mutants themselves. So maybe we get that shows more relationships between the mutant underground and also the Strucker family. But I have been really enjoying Gifted so far, and I also really enjoyed the Orville. Like I was actually starting enjoying the show because usually Seth MacFarlane's work is kind of a hit or miss with me. Either I like his work. It all depends on whether or not I'm into his type of humor. I surprisingly like the Orville because I like how it really hits those social issues and puts it out in a positive way and shows the audience, this is the social issues going on in today's world. So I like how Seth MacFarlane is able to do all that. So I definitely really enjoy the Orville. And Kevin Probably Saves the World is pretty decent to me too. Like I think it's a nice quirky little series about this guy trying to help people out, and I like to see where the show is going to go in the near future. So I think Kevin Probably Saves the World is also a nice little show. And then for cartoon, again, I said Steven Universe, The Loud House, some cartoons I like. So those are some of my favorite shows of 2017. Okay, keep the questions coming, guys. All right. Just doing something real quick. And sometimes this pops up when I do things. So again, please feel free to answer me any kind of questions or ask me any kind of questions. I'm free to ask questions. Let me get my drink again. Okay. Tell me in the comments below, what are you guys' favorite TV shows or movies of 2017? Do you have any favorite? Have you been enjoying the superhero films? Have you been enjoying the superhero TV shows, cartoons for 2017? And have you been enjoying many things that's been on 2017? Ooh, my shirt went off on. But let's see. Buster Baxter asks, favorite comic of 2017. I haven't read that this year yet, but I have read like a couple of past comic books that I liked, and All-Star Superman. I know that came out in the 6th or something like that, but I've been enjoying that comic because I like how Grant Morrison wrote Superman's character, make him kind of comical, but make him also relatable to the audience. So I definitely have been enjoying All-Star Superman so far, and I'm trying to think of some other this year, but I also read the manga for The Nightmare Before. It's a great adaptation of. I'm a huge Nightmare Before Christmas fan, and I did a fantastic job at portraying the characters and also designing the characters. So those are some of my favorite comics that come to mind. Is All-Star Superman and The Nightmare Before. While they were like years ago. I have been enjoying them. I just recently read Spider-Gwen on it, and I found that to be pretty interesting. Like it's not quite my favorite. Like there's some things I have problems with that comic, but I think it was a nice fresh take on Gwen Stacy's. I can't wait to read more volumes from Spider-Gwen, so I'm definitely gonna pick up that series soon enough. And Buster Baxter says, my favorite movies of 2017 are Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Wonder Woman, and Lego Batman movie. Those are 2017 are Loud House, DuckTales show. Learned a lot of good things about the new DuckTales series. I'm a huge DuckTales fan, but I haven't seen the recent new series yet. So I would like to check those out and see how they are. And I've been hearing that a lot of people like the DuckTales heard a lot of people like the DuckTales TV series, or the reboot series. So I'm definitely interested in checking out the show whenever I can. And as I mentioned, I love the Loud House myself. Nice, fresh type of show that's on network TV right now. It's like older Nickelodeon new spin on the modern day society. So I think Loud House is a pretty good series too. And I've seen some parts of Gumball if it was, so I need to go back and watch Gumball myself. But yeah, I agree with you, Buster, about the shows. They're really great, and I like to see Guardians of the Galaxy myself someday because things about Volume 2. I've seen Volume 1, and I really enjoyed it. To some days. So great suggestions. So let's see what's the next questions. So keep those questions coming, guys. Again, the questions could be about movies or TV shows or whichever. Please feel free to ask me any kind of questions that deal with comic books or whichever down. I will answer them the best way I can. If there's any more questions. Okay. Questions coming. So let me get a quick drink real quick. All right. So what have you guys been up to with your videos lately? Have y'all did any new material for the for your videos? Have you done any what new materials have you guys done with your own channels? Let me know in the comments to see what kind of there's new movie reviews or new TV shows or something like that. Comments below, and I'll come and visit your channel. So let's see what we got. Again, keep those questions coming, guys. I'm always questions for anybody. All right. Yeah, I'm having questions myself too because it's been a long time since I did live shows. Like I think this is my 4th live show I've done. The very first time I did a live show ended up that well because it stopped midway through. And then the second time I did a live show, I didn't hook up my webcam, so that kind of image just looked kind of grainy. But I got a lot of questions that day, so that was awesome. And then the third one was a little better, but this one I still came in late too, real late, like 30 minutes late. But you know, I'm still trying to get used to this whole live show thing all night. But yeah, that's just my thing about why I've been late to these live shows because Baxter says I haven't done much with my channel lately. Okay, so your channel is like do you usually make videos about movie reviews or TV shows? What do you usually do on your own channel? I'd like to know in the comments below what you do on your own channel. But yeah, I've been doing some new things on my channel. Like I've been doing the top 15 anime facts from my other channel, Animation Bliss, while I list 15 facts about certain cartoon shows that were requested by the viewers. And I just facts about it. So if you have any cartoon shows you want me to do the top 15 facts for, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see if I can get around to them. And then for this channel, I'm also doing the videos where I'm just going over all the TV episodes I review for the week, and I go from worst pick of the week to best pick of the week, and that's posted every Monday. And the top 15 facts is also posted every Monday. So if you want to tune in every Monday for those videos, please feel free to follow me on. You can follow me on Twitter or Facebook, whichever. All the links for my other channel, Animation Bliss, will be posted on the channel itself. You the description box below. So let's see what other questions came up. Baxter says, I sometimes make videos to have the time to do videos lately. Okay. I remember one time back in 2015 when I got I wasn't able to do a lot of videos that year either, and that kind of disappointed me because, there's like so much I can say on in the movie or TV show world, not doing like about it kind of excuse me, kind of makes me feel a little so a couple years where I didn't do that many videos, or there was a week where I saw videos, I don't do any videos for a week because sometimes I just need a break here and there. So there'll be days where I don't do a lot of videos, but there were some times where I didn't do videos myself, and sometimes I feel good about it because sometimes I just need a break. Other times I feel bad about it because it's like, well, I didn't get to say what I wanted to say, but that's what happened with me too. All right, keep the questions coming, guys. All right. You got any questions about anything, let me know in the comments below, so keep the questions coming. Let's see. I'm just pop up. All right. So if you got any questions about movies or TV shows, whichever, let me know in the comments below, and I'll answer them. Okay. Buster Baxter says, thoughts on Nickelodeon properties for TV movies and comic books. I'm kind of mixed on that, to be honest. Like, on a Jungle movie that Nickelodeon's going to do for this month. I'm kind of mixed about that because one thing, Arnold is like my favorite Nicktoon of all time, and one that they're finally going to resolve some plot points that happened to Hey Arnold, like what happened to his parents and what's going to become of Arnold Helga's relationship. At the same time, so much has changed came on air, so I don't know if the network's going to do the snarky humor that was around with Hey Arnold came out, or if they're gonna dumb down the humor. So I don't know what they're gonna do with the Jungle movie. All I can say is hopefully I'll be able to watch the Jungle movie this month and give out an opinion about it on my other list about whether or not it lived up to like a decade's worth of expectation about the show. But as far as my thoughts about Nickelodeon reviving some of their properties back as a whole, I think it's kind of good and bad. Like, it depends on the show they're reviving and whether or not they have some things that need to wrap up. Like I mentioned with Hey Arnold, there was that issue about whether or not Arnold would find his parents again. They finally making the Jungle movie, because the Jungle movie's been in the works for a long time. It's just the show got canceled before they were able to put out the Jungle movie. So now Hey Arnold's got this chance to put out the Jungle movie, so that we're able to see we're able to see like a conclusion to Arnold's story in this movie. If I heard the rumors right, there might be a sixth season of the show, but we don't know. It depends how well Jungle But yeah, in the case of Hey Arnold, I am glad we're gonna get some kind of resolution to the plot line. But for shows like Rocko's Small Life, um, if they're rebooting that series or not. And the problem I have with that is that, again, times were different when Rocko's Small Life came out. So Rocko might not, they might not be able to do that adult humor that Rocko was doing back in the 90s and get away with it. They might try some adult humor here and there. They might not get away with it fast enough like they did back in the 90s. So we'll have to see with Rocko's Small Life, though. But I am driving other properties like the Angry Beavers or Rugrats or maybe Aura Monsters, because they were supposed to have a movie too, but Nickelodeon was like, nah, we're not going to do that movie. It's going to be. But about Hey Arnold, just Hey Arnold and Angry Beavers. So I like to do with those properties. Okay. So keep up the questions, guys. So if you have any more questions, please feel free to ask me. I'm happy to ask these questions. Just see some few things real quick. All right. Again, you guys, to ask me any kind of questions, TV shows, comic books, whichever, just let me know in the comments below and I'll answer the questions the best way I can. All right, so we'll see what we got here. Jay says, are you going to watch the Hey? Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to watch that because I'm a huge Hey Arnold fan, and I was waiting for the Jungle movie to like I was hoping that we get some kind of closure on Arnold's story about whether or not his and Helga's relationship are going anywhere. So I'm definitely excited for the Hey Arnold Jungle movie, and I'll probably review it on my other channel, Animation. If you guys want to know my thoughts about Hey Arnold the Jungle movie, then I will have the other channel, Animation Bliss, which is in the link to Animation Bliss is in the description box below. But I'm definitely this movie out, so I'm definitely gonna try to watch Hey Arnold the Jungle. So keep guys. Okay. Buster Baxter asks, a movie. Anime movie, Nightmare Before Christmas. Because it's quite a like you have a film about who wants do deal with Christmas, but he goes about it the wrong he ends up ruining Christmas. I think that movie was really interesting to me because I think it's a really good Halloween and Christmas movie. I think it could apply for both. I do consider it more of a Halloween movie, but that's just my but a lot of people do like Night Before Christmas, either a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie. But I consider it like a Halloween movie because the visuals are much more creepier than what you see in a Christmas movie. Excuse me. I really enjoy The Night Before Christmas. And then my all-time favorite Disney anime film is The Lion King. Like, I love The Lion King because they go through a lot of subject matters that might be mature, but really exciting and interesting just to check these subject matters. So I also really enjoy The Incredibles for about the same reason. Because you're a fan, and I think they really tackle those hard-hit issues really well, like about the importance of family and what it's like to like give up the job you love and try to settle down and have a family. So I definitely enjoy The Incredibles. Those are some of the movies I can think of on the top of animated movies I can think of. So those are some of my favorite anime movies. So let's see what are the questions you guys got. Questions coming, guys. Viewers. Jay says, I'm an Aladdin fan myself. I really enjoy Aladdin. Like, I think it's one of Disney's like funniest films of all time. And I really love the way that Robin Williams portrayed the genie himself. Like I think the genie was like the best part of the movie because he was so hilarious. So I did a lot of it. It's like top three, one of my top three animated Disney films. And again, I love the humor in Aladdin, and it was just a unusual type of movie because it takes place in Saudi Arabia, and I like the fact that you have a Disney movie that takes place in another country. So that's what I love so much about Aladdin, and it's like one of my favorite Disney films. All right, so keep the questions coming. What is your favorite Disney animated? Hmm. That was kind of tricky because I like a lot of but I would say some of my favorites was, of course, Let It Go from Frozen. I think that's a really well done song. I mean, I don't think I would want a Wham song like every day during Christmas time or anything like that. But I do like Frozen's Let It Go. I also like A Whole New World from one of my all-time favorite Disney songs. Um, like Circle of Life from The Lion King too. And then for Mulan, I like I'll make another one of my favorites. And then um and I liked song that was sung by Phil Collins. But that was like one of my all-time favorite songs from Tarzan. So those are some of my Disney songs. A Whole New World, Let It Go, I'll Make a Man Out of You, and that beginning song from Tarzan, where it shows us what happens to Tarzan's parents after Super Bowl. Those are some of my favorite Disney songs. All right, keep the questions coming, guys. I'm happy to answer them. Let me get a little drink. And keep the questions coming. All right. So if you have any questions about comic books, movies, so whichever, please feel free to comment below. And updates to my channel other than I have the top 15 animated facts series Animation Bliss every Monday, and I have the TV episode review series every on this channel. So those are some of the updates. So let's see. Jay says, "What are your thoughts on Disney making their anime movies into live action movies?" I'm honestly not into that. Like, I feel like why does Disney have to make live action movies out of their animated properties? Like, I saw the Beauty and the Beast movie for it that much, but that was because it was basically the same original film. Like, same lines of the characters, same plot. Yeah, they add some things in there about Belle herself. I do like the backstory about Belle, but it wasn't really needed because it's like, well, if I want to see the exact same storyline from Beauty and the Beast, I could just go ahead and watch the version because that's basically what the live action film is all about. Animated live action version of the animated movie. But I did Jungle Book. Like I think they did a lot of different things, like a lot dark a bit, and the story was much more fleshed out version than in the cartoon. So I do like the Jungle Book, but I'm not sure about having a live action movie about the Lion King. I guess because, as I mentioned before, it's like my all-time favorite animated film, and I think they're going to do with the live action version of it. So, but we'll have to wait to see what they're going to do. Yeah, I'm kind of like with Disney live action films, I feel like they're not really needed because, I mean, can't people just look at the originals? Reboot the movies. They could have just let the movie stay animated or something like that. Like, I just feel like Disney's movies out there, they're like of their animated films. So I'm not all for it, to be honest. And even though I did like a couple, like the Jungle Book version, I feel like it's not really needed. Jay says, "Do you want Disney to buy Fox?" Honestly, I don't want Disney to really buy Fox. I would want them to buy back the characters like the X-Men and Fantastic Four and Deadpool. Well, I'm not sure about Deadpool, but and actually buy out the company Fox. One thing, that means Disney's not going to have any competition. And I like the fact that companies have competition with each other because that means they can offer something different. I feel like if Disney buys Fox or they buy all the other companies, then we're going to have like the same movies or the same tone of movies every year. And all the movies is just going to look kind of blow. I'm against Disney buying Fox. I mean, I would like for them to buy the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, though. I would want Disney to buy those, but I wouldn't want them to buy Fox just to do so. Like, they could just get the properties they need back, like the X-Men and Fantastic Four, or maybe Deadpool. But see, the thing is, if Disney buys back Deadpool, then that means we're not going to have any more R-rated films of Deadpool, or we're not going to have any more R-rated films of Wolverine. That's what I have with Disney possibly buying Fox. Is because that means they would make their movies like friendly, and that's just not these characters. And you need to have some superheroes from Marvel who can at least be dark and edgy. Like if that's the case, if feels like they don't want to make these characters, then they could just put them on the Netflix series and let them be there. So that would be good if the if they want to have a dark and edgy Deadpool, have him be on Netflix. But yeah, I'm kind of against Disney buying characters to be watered down. But I do want them to kind of buy back X-Men and Fantastic Four because I want to see what Marvel can do with these characters. All right. Jay says, "Yeah, The Lion King is a movie that doesn't need a warrant one." I agree. I don't think there needs to be a live action version of The Lion King. Like, the anime movie was so fantastic, why would you want to make a version about it? But that's my thoughts, I don't care much for a live action version of The Lion King. And Jay says, "I agree with you on that." Jay also says, "I think Disney would leave Deadpool R only because of his success." Yeah, that's why I think Disney wouldn't mess too much with Disney. They saw how successful Deadpool was when Fox made it an R-rated film. So I don't see Disney trying to mess with Deadpool too much. I see them maybe putting Deadpool on Netflix or something like that. But if Disney wanted an R-rated Deadpool movie, they would have to make a company that to their more movies, like put it under Touchstone or something, because I'm not sure if Disney still owns Touchstone Pictures or not, but that it was at that point that more mature movies under that banner, like the PG-13 films. So if that was the case with Deadpool, they could do that with Deadpool and put him under and still have his character be R-rated. But Disney should do, if they get Deadpool, just put him on the put it on Netflix, so they won't mess with his character and make it more PG rated character. All right, the questions coming, guys. Some really good questions. Keep the questions going. All right. Get another drink because my throat kind of. But yeah, keep the questions coming. All right, let's see. So have any of you guys seen the new thing? And if you have them, do you think the movie's too humorous? Do you think it's just right? I have been hearing some complaints about the humorous. So Thor Ragnarok yet, but I would like to give out my own thoughts about the movie if I ever watched the movie. So I know something about it being too hilarious or being too humorous for a superhero film. So I guess we'll see where the rest of the superhero movies, whether or not they need to be humorous or they need to be serious. I'm interested in checking that out. As most disappointing film, um, that one's easy. The cat, I could not stand the Cat in the Hat movie that has Mike Myers in it. It just wasn't faithful to the character at all. And then I felt like they tried to force in a lot of the humor in there. Like they tried to make the humor so crude and force it into this movie. And I felt like, you don't need to force like PG-13 humor to a movie that's supposed to be geared towards kids. I definitely hated the Cat in the Hat. Also, the plot wasn't very well done. Like redemption of the Cat in the Hat. Check out the 1970s cartoon, and I think they did a better job with the original children's book to the big screen or to the television. I think that definitely did a better job. So I definitely would recommend you to the 70s version of the Cat in the Hat cartoon instead. It's just horrible. So I definitely think the Cat in the Hat was the worst film I ever seen. What has been your favorite episode of The Gifted so far? Let me see. Get a drink real quick. That one's kind of tough, but say maybe my favorite episode of The Gifted so far was like I think it was the episode where Kate and her kids were like girls and they were trying to figure out a way to ask her brother for help, and then you got all the brothers yard trying to demand the means to get out of there. Kate's brother's like, no, you can't have them, and Strucker siblings using the powers in that episode. So enjoyed the that particular episode of The Gifted so far. All right. Buster Baxter says, I'm going to see Thor. Cool. Let me know what that movie's everybody's opinions about Thor Ragnarok. All right. He says the humor it is that there is no straight man who isn't humorous. Yeah, I agree. Like, if you're going to have a humorous movie, have somebody who acts a little serious, or at least keeps everybody's head in the game. So I think that's how some humorous movies work out, is that you have somebody who could control, or like, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that, or prevent an overboard, or at least a cohesive plot too, because that person can provide a really cohesive plot. Have no straight man in the humorous movie, then I think the movie could go down here. It would just like be very pointless, and like the plot wouldn't make a lot of sense because it'd be overcrowded with humor everywhere. So yeah, I agree with you. You need a straight man in a comedy film, at least somebody who could make sense of everything that's going on. Okay. Jay says, plus they slaughtered the Planet Hulk story. I haven't read the Planet Hulk story yet. I heard a lot of good things, but I need to read that story one of these days. But I heard some good things about Planet Hulk, and I think Thor Ragnarok was partially inspired by the Planet Hulk storyline. So I gotta read Planet Hulk and then see Thor Ragnarok and see how much it's faithful to the original story. All right. Let's see what the next questions are. What about your favorite Orville episode? Episode, that one's easy. I like Majority 4. That was the episode where planet where everybody starts voting up and down about whether or not this person deserves to be punished. And then one offends the statue and they end up getting a lot of down votes, and if the crew didn't save that member, then that have the memory scramble. So I really did enjoy that episode because it was a really good social commentary about how social media is being used in the real world and how people tend based on what's going on in social media. So episode talking about the issues with social media or about how people nowadays. So definitely majority vote. It's like my favorite episode, the Orville so far. Okay. Keep the questions coming, guys. So yeah, for those of you who just came into the feed, I kind of started the show a little late because you know, I was having some problems with the live show, or I was having problems with the encoder. Yeah, I came to this live show kind of like 30 minutes late, and I apologize to everybody for that. I'm still trying to get used to doing live shows on a monthly basis now. So hopefully by next month, I would try to master all this. I would try to get better and actually start these shows at 8 o'clock or start these live feeds. So hopefully next month and stop starting these shows so late. But yeah, that's why I came in kind of late because yeah, I was having problems with my server, and I was also having problems trying to figure out how to get into live shows and stuff like that. So I'll try to work on that. So keep the questions coming, guys. Give me another drink. So what are some good comic books you guys read? Comic books you read? Before I just read Spider-Gwen, um um the volume 0 called Most Wanted, and I found it to be pretty. Usually I haven't been reading a lot of Spider-Man stories lately, especially in the news, trying to get back to read some of the older Spider-Man stories, but read much of the newer ones or much of Dan Slott's work. I know how controversial Dan Slott's work on Spider-Man is. And it's pretty interesting so far. So I like to read the first volume soon enough. Like the volume I read was like volume 0, I think it's called. So I'm really interested in, I like to check out more of a comic. So if any of you have ever read Spider-Gwen before, let me know in the comments below. What's her best comic? Should I check it out? Let me know in the comments below. Right. And also, everybody been watching Star Trek Discovery. I only watched the pilot episode so far, so I don't know how that show's like. Like, is it better than Orville? Better? You know, let me know in the comments below how it's doing. I might try to watch that show like on DVD when I didn't feel like paying all that money just to watch on CBS All Access. So, you know, I'm not too much into the online streaming services. Well, some of them, but show for free on TV, you know, I'll do that. But below Star Trek Discovery is any good. So keep the questions coming, guys. All right, let me get something to drink again. Also, have you guys been watching Supergirl or Riverdale or Flash so far? Like basically the CW shows. I haven't been able to watch any of them so far. Like I mean, Supergirl, watch the first season of Flash. I gotta watch the see how that plays out. But I heard a lot of people say some mixed things about mostly about Flash. With Flash, like a lot of people said, the later episodes are not so good as the first season. So I gotta see that and see how well Flash is doing in the later seasons. I really enjoyed the first season of Supergirl. I haven't seen the second season yet, so I'm gonna try to watch the second season of Supergirl and the third season. And I haven't seen Riverdale yet, but I heard people said a lot of good things about Riverdale. So I'm definitely going to try to check it out, especially since I'm a huge Archie's fan. I'm definitely going to check out Riverdale. All right. Buster Baxter says, "My dad loves watching The Flash." Awesome. My parents love watching Supergirl and The Flash and Arrow. So those are the catch up with because I'm so behind on all three of them. So I'm definitely gonna try to watch Flash and Supergirl whenever I get the chance to, and Arrow. Although I've been hearing a lot of mixed things about Flash and Arrow lately. All right. Keep the questions coming. And usually about 30 minutes, but there will be some days where the videos don't last too long, but that's fine. Especially on Saturday nights where everybody but yeah, most of my videos usually most of my live shows usually are 30 minutes. Depending on people get to the server on time. So yeah, it's like about an hour 30 minutes, less than that, depending on how many people get on the server. So keep those questions coming, guys. So if you have any questions about comic books, about movies, TV shows, whichever, please feel free to ask away, and I'll answer the questions. All right. Well, we got some more viewers coming in. Awesome. All right. What's your favorite nation? Oh, that's easy. That's probably one of my most favorite animation. Really great movies. They make some decent TV shows, but the best, especially Frozen and The Lion King. They got the rights to The Nightmare Before Christmas now because before they just kind of put them under the touch. But I think nowadays with A Nightmare Before under the Disney banner. But those are some of my favorite anime movies from Disney. Nobody knows about this one, but I also love Rabbitears Entertainment. It's this old company that came out in the 1980s and the 1990s, where the celebrities would narrate the about classic fairy tales and folk tales. Some of my favorites there was Robin Williams, The Fool and the Flying. Nobody even knows about that one, but that was one of my favorites. And then I also like Denzel Washington's take on John Henry, so that's another animation company I liked. Like Shrek and Kung Fu Panda, and some movies they did. So those are another one. And then I like Warner Brothers animation. Like I like their take on the Looney Tunes, and it's like one of my most favorite from Warner Brothers animation. I also love their what they did with the DC characters. Bruce Timm's been doing with the DC animated characters. So those are some of my favorite animation companies: Warner Brothers, Disney, and DreamWorks. Questions coming, guys? No park. What's Cartoon Network? Hey, Parky Berry. Most underrated show on Cartoon Network. Um, let's see. There's a lot of shows out there I think are kind of underrated. um, there was this show called Juniper Lee that I don't think a lot of people know about, unless you remember American Dragon Jake Long, because I think both shows were kind of similar to each other. But show a lot of people don't really talk about Juniper Lee that much. Called Atomic Betty. I think that came on Cartoon Network too. but nobody really talks about that show, so there was definitely that. Let me see. Would regular show count? I don't think so, but yeah, the main underrated shows I can think of on Cartoon Network was and what else? Atomic Betty, because they both Network, but they both of them didn't really get a lot of attention. So of the underrated shows on Cartoon Network I can think of. All right, tell me guys. Buster Baxter says, I remember Juniper League because it came out around the same time as Camp Lazlo. Yeah, I remember Camp Lazlo too. I think Camp Lazlo was underrated too. Like a lot of people didn't talk about Camp Lazlo that much either. But yeah, because it came out around the same time as the Marathon, so and almost similar to each other. So yeah, I think that's how I knew about Juniper Lee. Let's see. As Atomic Betty was made for Teletoon. Okay, that's probably it. Like some of the foreign shows that do come on Cartoon Network don't get a lot of recognition. Surprisingly, the only foreign show I can think of that got a lot of recognition was Total Drama Island because they got a lot of spinoffs and Cartoon Network's been promoting them a lot. But when it came to other shows like 16 and other Canadian shows, they don't get a lot of attention for some reason, which is sad because I really enjoy 16. But, I can understand why it didn't work out well on Nickelodeon because the mature Nickelodeon was used to at the time. But 16 and even that didn't get a lot of attention on Cartoon Network, but luckily Total Drama Island did. So yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why Atomic Betty, because it was a other country and some well on times. Like I said, it's like an exception to this, but I think that's why people don't talk much about Atomic Betty. Questions coming. If you have any more questions about TV shows, comic books, whichever, please let me know in the comments below. And I probably have it up next month. It's going to probably start on a Saturday in December, so I'll probably be wearing a different hat by then. I'll be wearing it in December. It's Christmas, and I have an awesome looking Santa hat. So if you want to know what my Santa hat looks like, please feel free to check it out next month in December. You really love that Santa hat. But again, keep the questions coming, guys. No Parking Mary says, 16 is a good show. I met one of the voice actors at Comic-Con 2 times in a row. Awesome. Sadly, did you met at Comic-Con for 16? It's rare for me to I think I went to Soda City Comic-Con this year and I met one of the actors from Walking Dead. But he played one of the walkers, I think. He wasn't like Negan like I thought he was, but it was cool. Just from The Walking Dead. But yeah, it's great that you met one of the actors from Calling Convention. That's awesome. But yeah, I also believe still, and I think it's underrated. So definitely enjoy that show, and I wish it got more attention than it did at the time. Buster Baxter asked, most underrated Disney TV show. Let's see. That was a toughie too. Oh, I got one. I think American Dragon Jake Long ran for like 2 seasons, I believe, but yeah, I think attention. I think they were planning to do a 3rd season, but they didn't get around to it. So I think American Dragon Jake Long was kind of underrated. They could have done a lot more with that show. Luckily, Kim Possible was doing pretty well. So I do like it was pretty underrated Disney TV show. All right. Let's see the next question. No Parky Berry says that Buster Baxter. For me, it's Lord in Space. Oh yeah, Lord in Space. You could tell how this was because I didn't remember it till just now. The creators of Recess, I believe, and it was about this alien who was out in space and talks about his that was an underrated. Oh, and another underrated Disney show I want to ask is added as like The Weekenders. Um, that was a show I used to watch a lot. It used to come on Disney's one Saturday morning, but a lot of people don't talk about The Weekenders. But I used to watch that show a lot when I was little. And then there was another TV show called Timo Supremo, I believe. I watched bits and pieces of that show when I was little, and a lot of people don't really talk about Timo Supremo, but I used to watch it a bit when I was younger. I didn't watch it as much as Recess, but yeah, it came on to watch it. All right. Keep up with the questions, guys. No. Do you take requests for your obscure underrated cartoon series? Yeah, I take requests for any kind of cartoon series on my channel, like Electric Corner or Underrated News Corner or Anime, whichever. You can any one of those videos. I'll be glad to review any one of those. I think I got a couple requests in the past, and I try to review as many cartoons that were requested to me. But yeah, I definitely take in a lot of requests for cartoons that you want me to do full reviews on. I will do the requests on those. But if you want me to do any kind of cartoon show, whether it's underrated or popular, whichever, please feel free to comment below, or maybe you could comment on my other channel, Animation Bliss, on any one of my videos, and I'll see if I could get around to reviewing those. But yeah, I definitely take requests on my cartoon series as long as you let me know in the comments below what they are. All right. Here's the question. All right. So if you got any more questions, I'll ask them right away. So let me know. See? And speaking of requests for cartoon shows you want me to review, let me know in the comments below, or let me know on my other channel, Animation Bliss, and I'll get around to reviewing those shows. I am taking in more requests. So if you got any cartoon shows, or you got any TV shows, or whichever any kind of topic you want me to talk about, please let me know in the comments. I can get around to them. I am running out of topic videos on this channel, so as I deal with movies or TV shows or comic books or whatever, let me know in the comments. Let me know any one of my videos, and I'll try to answer those questions the best way I can. And then for my other channel, if you want me to do reviews for any cartoon shows or cartoon movies, let me know. And if I did the video for it, I will provide you a link with it. But if I haven't done before, I will make sure I'll take in your requests and do the reviews on the cartoon shows and movies. And then for my top 50 animated facts series, if you want me to review a specific cartoon show, or you want me to do 15 facts about the show, please let me know in the comments below. Let me know any one of the videos, and I'll do it as soon as possible. Updates. No Parking Berry says thoughts on Billy and Mandy and its underrated Sibley series Evil Carney. To be honest, I never actually saw Mandy. I just never was into the show because I'm not into gross out humor in general. Into Billy and Mandy. I watched some parts of Evil. I didn't even get into that series either. So I don't really have an opinion on Billy and Mandy or Evil Con Carne because I never really sat down and watched those series. I just wasn't interested in it because of the gross humor. But good show. Let me know in the comments below what you like about Billy and Mandy, and have you seen Billy and Mandy? What did you like about it? All right, keep the questions coming. I'm happy questions. We got about 30 more minutes and we wrap this up. But yeah, if you got any more questions, let me know. All right. Got a lot of awesome questions, guys. Thanks for the questions. That's a lot of awesome questions I got so far. So again, if you feel free to comment below and answer them. Guys, is anybody gonna watch the Justice League movie that's coming out this month? I'm gonna try to watch it myself. I want to be and see if it's just as good as the Wonder Woman movie, because I really enjoyed the Wonder Woman movie. But I will admit I was a bit hesitant about Justice League, but I guess we'll see what the early reviews say about it, and then we'll see what the movie gets released for Justice League. So let me know in the comments below if you want to watch the Justice League movie yourselves, and let me know if you enjoyed the movie or not. So, okay. Buster Baxter says, yes, I am excited for Justice League. I really would like to see, I hope it's good. I hope it's just like the Avengers, or at least as good as the Avengers. So I'm definitely excited to see what they're going to do with the Justice League movie myself. Barry says, my request for obscure and underrated cartoon for you. I remember that show come on the end, I believe, and I used to watch it a bit when it first came out. But that's definitely a good idea. I'm gonna just you tell me that on Twitter or any of my videos on Animation Bliss, because I will forget. I'm definitely gonna that's a very underrated show, I think. I don't think anybody even heard about it, but I've seen O'Grady before, and I when it first came out. I mean, here and there, but I remember watching it a bit when I was little. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to review O'Grady. That suggestion, O'Grady. So thanks for suggesting it. I never even thought about it until you brought it up. But again, on my Twitter account, like Animation Bliss, or account on Rabbitearsblog, just so I remember, or you can let me know in the comments on any of my videos, so I remember the review. All right. That's great. Keep the questions up, you guys. Buster Baxter says, the only cartoon I can think of for review for obscure and underrated shows is the ABC morning show Jungle Cubs. That's a good watch Jungle's little, so that's a great thing to try to do Jungle Cubs. That I also need to review, because that kind of ties into Jungle Cubs. But yeah, that's a great suggestion. So I'm definitely gonna try to do Jungle Cubs. But again, be sure you let me know on my Twitter account. It could be Rabbitearsblog or Animation Bliss if you want me to do the review on Jungle Cubs, so I remember, because I might forget. Tell me on any of my videos, or you tell me on Twitter. That I'll make sure I do those. But that's a great pick. I think that's on Disney Channel Animation Bliss. So definitely going to try to Jungle Cubs, guys. All right, we got a few more minutes left to wrap this up. Passed already since we did this live show, so at least an hour or 3 more questions at this point. We got about 30 more minutes until the live show wraps up. So if you got any more questions, let me know in the comments below and I'll try to answer them. Bye. No Parking Barry says, sure thing. See ya. See ya, Parking Barry. I'll see you next month for the Q&A session later. Glad to have you here on the Q&A session. It's always great to answer everybody's questions. Thank you so much for giving me asking me lots of great questions. All right. See if there's any more questions. Keep the questions coming, guys. Let me get a drink real quick. All right. So if you got any more questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them the best way I can. All right. Always, I got a drink. All right. So just keep the questions coming. Says, what is your favorite obscure and underrated show you have reviewed? I got a lot of favorites, but one of them was the Pirates of Dark Water. I heard of Pirates reviewing that show because that was cut off too soon. You know, see when actually found all the treasure of Rue and what he would able to. So that was one of my favorite rated obscure animation cartoons I reviewed. And then another one was Crashbox. That was another show that I felt like was too underrated, but I think it was a really creative show. A lot of people probably don't know about Crashbox because it came on HBO Family, and unless you have some kind of way to get HBO Family, you know, it was hard to get that show. But I definitely enjoyed Crashbox, and you know, I enjoy reviewing that show. And then another show I enjoy reviewing was Archie's Weird Mysteries. That was another underrated. Again, I'm a huge Archie's fan, so I love that show. And I think that show is highly underrated. So I think a lot of people Archie's Weird Mysteries, they'll talk about Riverdale, but not Archie's Weird Mysteries. So that was another underrated obscure animation I did in the past. Let's see. Is coming. It's left. Got any more questions? Let me know in the comments below. All right. So yeah, if you got any more in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them. Let me take a drink again. Sorry about that. Discord account going off. Like I also go on Discord, so animation fan, this is something I want to throw out there. If you're a huge animation fan, we also have a Discord on Animation Bliss. If you're looking for, check in the description box below for my Animation Bliss videos, and you'll see a link if you want to. Please feel free to click and feel free to the animation. I hope you check out Animation Bliss on Discord. So keep the questions coming. Baxter says, most of the time, people's least favorites tend to be either Home on the Range. Didn't care for Home on the Range or Chicken Little either. Very much for Chicken on theaters. I just thought the movie, to be honest. As for Home on the Range, same reason. I thought the film to be kind of bland. So, my honest opinion, and also Chicken Little, I just felt like they were like one of Disney's. I see Meet the Robinsons yet. I don't know if people said that, but as for Chicken Little, that was a pretty bland movie. Same goes for Home on the Range. But I don't know. I might want to watch them again just to see. But those are some of my least favorite films from Disney, to be honest, was Chicken Little and Home on the Range. So keep the questions coming, guys. We got about 20 more minutes. If you don't have any more questions, that's fine. Just let me know. I usually try to let these videos go on for at least an hour, 30 minutes. But if it's less than that, that's fine. If you don't have any more questions, that's fine. But if you do, let me know in the comments below and I'll answer them the best way I can. So got right. And as I mentioned before, if you're an animation fan, check out Animation Bliss on Discord. We talk about animation all day on that channel. So on the Discord channel. So if you have Discord and you want to hook us up, you want to talk about animation, free to join Animation Bliss on Discord, and we're animation. Also, if you have any suggestions about anything like that on Twitter, or contact us on Discord. More information will be on the Animation Bliss channel, so check that out to find out more information about it. All right. Buster Baxter asks, least favorite cartoon theme song. I can't really think least favorite song. I guess whichever cartoon shows don't really have a cartoon theme song and have any, even if they do have words, you know, it's just really short. So I usually don't like the cartoon theme songs that are like really short, because it doesn't really expand what the show is all about. Been an issue I have with a lot of theme songs nowadays is that really short and on what the show's all about. So I guess for my least favorite cartoon theme songs is whichever ones are like really short and it doesn't on what the cartoon's all about. All right. So keep the questions coming, guys. If you don't have any more questions, that's fine. Take a little drink. All right, let's see what we got. I might wrap up this video early. Just depends how many more questions we get later on. If we don't get any more questions later, then I might wrap up. But we'll see how many more questions start coming in. If I don't see any more questions, I will wrap up the video, everybody. Some updates for the channel and stuff like that. So I'll explain all that when I. Last question I have is when you were little. Oh, that's easy. Channels when I was little was Nickelodeon a lot when I was little. I was a huge fan of Rugrats, Hey On, or Angry Beats, and Nickelodeon was the go-to at the time. Excuse me. Get me a little bit of water. But yeah, I would say Nickelodeon was like the #1 channel I watched when I was little. And to watch a lot when I was little was Cartoon Network, especially for the Powerhouse Puppets. Like, I was a huge fan of the Powerhouse Puppets, but I also like the cartoons that came on Powerpuff Girls and Johnny Bravo was some of my favorite shows that came on Cartoon Network at the time. So I definitely enjoyed Cartoon Network when I was little. A little bit when I was little. I mean, I watched Disney Channel mainly for the Disney movies they had, or the Disney afternoon movies they had. And then I also watch it for Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers and Darkwing Duck and Postman and all those shows. So Disney Channel I kind of watch. And then I used to watch Fox Kids a lot when I was little because I love the anime series. So I definitely watch Fox Kids for those shows. And then I also watch ABC a lot. I used to watch shows like Sonic the Hedgehog, Saturday AM, and Bump in the Night, and I used to watch back then. And then sometimes I watch CBS, but that was because they had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on it. So I definitely did enjoy CBS when I was younger. I remember Garfield and Friends came on that channel. I think it did. Garfield and Friends a lot when I was little. But those are some channels I used to watch a lot. Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, Fox Kids, and ABC, and CBS. I love to watch when I was little. Okay. Questions, guys? I'm going to wait a few minutes to see if there's any more questions. If they aren't, that's fine. All right. All right. Let's wrap this video. So here's some updates that's happening on both of my channels. So some updates that's happening on my channel, Rabbitearsblog. Every Monday I will have the TV episode round. That's where I go over all the TV episodes I review, worst pick of the week to best pick of the week, and those will be posted up every month. And on Animation Bliss, I have my top 15 animated facts series where I list 15 facts about cartoon series that were suggested to me by the viewers. So if you have me or cartoon movies you want me to list 15 facts for, please let me know get around to doing those videos. Also, I'm running out of topic videos on both channels. So if you got any from my topic videos about shows or movies, it's below, or let me know on any one of my videos so I can get around to doing those topic videos. And then for Animation Bliss, same thing. If there's any topic videos you want me to animation, or if you want me to review animated series or anime movie, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see if I can get around to those videos. For my links, for my main channel, follow me on Twitter so I can keep you guys updated on any new videos I post up, and also like my Facebook at Best Comments on Animation Bliss. Follow us on Twitter or Facebook so we keep you updated on new videos, like our Facebook page. Well, that's it for this video. Says, I'm getting a little tired right now. Good night. Good night, Buster. I'm glad to have you here. It was great doing this live. Thanks for all the great questions you guys have on this channel. And probably on the second week of December. Hopefully next time I won't start this live show so late again. Hopefully I'll try to get used to how to start off these live shows. So I'll make sure I start at 8 o'clock like I'm supposed to. But I like to thank you guys for your patience, much for asking me all these questions. Thank you guys for it. Even though I started this video late, I'm so sorry about that. Share with me and ask me all these questions, and I will next month in December. Know about all that, and hopefully I'll get better with the live show thing by December. Well, thank you so much for joining this live show. This is Rabbitearsblog, and I'll see you later.